الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My dear respected brothers and sisters, inshallah ta'ala, this morning we're going to take some benefit from the tafsir of Shaykh Abdul Rahman bin Sa'di رحمه الله تعالى. يقول الله تعالى: ولا تجعلوا الله عرضة لأيمانكم أن تبروا وتتقوا وتصلحوا بين الناس والله سميع عليم. Do not allow your oaths in the name of Allah to hinder you from doing good, being conscious of Him, and making peace between people. Allah is all hearing, all knowing. The purpose of an oath is to show reverence and sacredness for the name on which the oath is being sworn upon, and to emphasize the matter or issue about the thing that a person is taking the oath for. Allah has commanded us to protect our oaths, which means that we should honor them in all matters. However, Allah has excluded those oaths from this restriction whose compliance would mean leaving something that is loved by Allah, and this is an encouragement for us that we should break these oaths and perform what pleases Him. Thus Allah has prohibited His servants from making their oaths become a hurdle for them in performing good deeds. This means they must continue doing their pious act, refrain from evilness, and make reconciliation between people. Thus, whoever makes an oath for abandoning an obligatory act has an obligation to break this oath. And it is a sin to persist in it. However, if he made an oath to leave a mustahab, desirable act, then it is only desirable for him to break that oath. Whoever makes an oath to perform a prohibited deed, it becomes obligatory for him to break that oath. But if he makes an oath to do something makruh, disliked, then it is only desirable for him to break that oath. For the remaining permissible matters, it is better to persist with and honor one's oath. This noble verse is used as an argument for the popular religious verdict that principles that when two good deeds come into conflict with one another, then the more important one will be given preference, since honoring the oath in this situation is merely desirable, while obeying Allah's command is far better. So the latter will be preferred. So this is a principle Shaykh mentioned. He mentioned it also in his Qawa'id al-Fiqhiyya, the foundations of al-Fiqh of Shaykh Abdul Rahman bin Sa'di. He mentioned, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, وَإِن تَزَاحَمَ أَحَدُ الْمَصَالِحِ يُقَدَّمُ الْأَعْلَى مِنَ الْمَصَالِحِ. He said, rahimahullah, if we have two benefits, and we can't reconcile between these two benefits, right? Then we take the one that has the most benefit. For example, you walk into the masjid, and you wanted to recite the Quran, right? But there is a circle of knowledge, and you can't reconcile between them at the same time. Then there is no doubt sitting in the circle of knowledge is more beneficial. So what you do, you sit in the circle of knowledge. But if you can combine between both of them, that is better. But if you can't, then you sit in the circle of knowledge, because the circle of knowledge has more benefit than reciting Al-Quran. Because reciting Al-Quran is a personal benefit. Person will benefit from it, but that's just personal benefit. But knowledge, you benefit, and you also benefit your family, you benefit your friends, and so on and so forth. So that's what the Shaykh is talking about, and he clarified it. Be conscious of Allah, that is, constantly observe Allah's fear in all your matters. Be steadfast in your taqwa by using your intellect and knowledge, and know that you will meet Him, and He will reward you for your pious deed. Give the good news to the believers. The particular matter to which this tiding applies has not been named here, so as to give it a sense of generalization, and prove that such good tidings are only for this world, but also for the hereafter. All deeds and actions that are cause of generating good, restraining evil, and strengthening faith are embodied in this news. This is also a proof in the noble verse that Allah loves every person of faith and likes all those things that make the faithful happy. Additionally, this also proves that Allah likes to encourage the faithful to derive pleasure from the things and actions that He has made permissible for them in this world and in the hereafter. And then after that he says, وَلَا تَجْعَلُوا اللَّهَ عُرْضَةً لِأَيْمَانِكُمْ أَن تَبَرُّوا وَتَتَّقُوا وَتُصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. نعم. طيب. Okay, we went through that. Okay. And we're going to stop here. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us all beneficial knowledge and the righteous action. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim.